Hi everybody, Susan here with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have some Stampin' Show and Tells to share with you today, but first I want to talk to you about my VIP program. So I think most of you who have been watching me for a while, or those of you who are new, know that my VIP program includes a mystery hostess code each month. So if you shop online with my hostess code, you're entered to win some of that Stampin' Reward cash. Secondly, I do a card candy challenge, so anybody who shops with me, stamps with me, or shares a card creation with me, that's pretty simple, right? No purchase necessary. You are entered to win into a little bit of a drawing at the end of the month. And then I've started doing a case sketch challenge along with that. So today I'm going to share with you that the card candy kits I sent out to my customers as a thank you this month was using the Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper. I sent out some note cards, and I stamped in Shaded Spruce the Merry Christmas and the greeting Sending Good Tidings of Comfort and Joy from the Timeless Tidings set to those of you who stamped me, shopped with me, or shared with me last month. So I wanted to do a couple of samples with you with that real quick, and then I wanted to introduce you to the case challenge that I'm borrowing from the Freshly Made Sketches blog to do, and I'm going to use the same Under the Mistletoe paper with that. So let me just go ahead and get started, because I know you're here to see the cards, not really listen to me, so I completely understand. Alright, so first I want to show you two that I put together already. So this one, again, is from the Under the Mistletoe DSP. Isn't that Shaded Spruce paper fantastic with that white print? And that's just on a simple Whisper white note card. And then I stamped the little tree here, and I added some of the ribbon to that. So that one's a nice and simple card that you could use as a holiday greeting or as a thank you card. Then this one has this bright, vibrant red poinsettia print paper. It's the same thing. It's the note card. I've done some poinsettia stamping on here, and I added the Merry Christmas banner across the front. So really simple note cards to put together. Now, I have one more I want to show you. Here's another sample of that DSP. Now this time, so maybe you're not a note card kind of person. Maybe you want the full-size card. At least you want to mail a full-size card. So something you can do, you can still use the note card, okay, but use it as a mounted card onto a full-size backer. So this backer is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's a standard size card. And here's our standard size envelope, okay? Now, what I'm going to show you is really the same idea. It's just stepped out a little bit size-wise. So I'm going to adhere my Designer Series paper to the front of my note card. So we're just going to do that with our snail. And the back of all this paper is fantastic too. You know, our paper is double-sided, and both sides give you fantastic options. One side is usually a vibrant print, and the other side is usually a little more muted option. So you can mix and match, and the colors are all going to coordinate for you. So that's going to go right on the front of my card. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and I'm going to mount it on the one that's full size. So we're just layering our card. So this is a great way to conserve paper. For example, the backer piece, the Shaded Spruce piece, you get 4 of those out of 1 piece of cardstock. If you order the note cards pre-made, of course they do come with the envelopes, okay, so you'd have envelopes that you wouldn't be using, but you can use those for other things. The note card can be the card that gets mounted on front, and you get 20 of those in a package, okay, and that's a pretty good price. Then your DSP, this paper happens to be cut down to 3 by 4, okay, so that's going to not have any waste of your DSP, because 3 by 4 is evenly going to go into 12 by 12. So you have lots of cards you can make with that, okay, and there we go. So now I have my Merry Christmas, and I have another piece of Shaded Spruce from my scrap bin. So what I thought I would do is use my triple label punch, which you know I use very often. Now if I put it in upside down, here's my Merry Christmas. If I put this in upside down, see it's got the 1 inch and that's 1 inch, it's going to slide right in there. By looking at it upside down, I can see where it's going to punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it back out until I don't see any printing and punch it. So now I've got my little banner. I'm going to put this one in. Now this one is skinnier, so I've got to center it myself. So I have to center that myself, but I can see that underneath and give that a punch. So now here is my idea of what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this banner down and have it be a little bit longer than this one, and then have that one go down. But I think I want them both right here on the edge of my card, which I can trim off after. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere my shaded spruce. Now I'm going to adhere my Merry Christmas. And then I can just open this up and take my paper snips and cut from this side just to trim off that overlap. Okay, so there is another card from the Card Candy Challenge, but just stepped up to a slightly larger size. Okay, and you could use multiple layering if you wanted to mat it again. You could mat it again, and you could also cut this piece down a little bit if you want to scale it differently. So don't feel like you're stuck with that note card size. It can be a note card size. You can bump it up to full size, or you can cut it down to any size you want. So play with your kits, have some fun with it, and remember, there's no rules. Okay, have fun and make the card your way. Now I am going to add a little bit of stamping to my envelope. Let me think. I'm going to do the tree. Since I'm using the shaded spruce here on the card, I'm going to go ahead and use shaded spruce on my envelope. So from the Timeless Tidings set, I've got this cute tree, and I think I'll just stamp it maybe a couple of times right there, and then you can just address it and you'd be ready to go. Okay, so have some fun, create with your Card Candy kits if you got one in the mail, and snap a photo and send it in. It's as simple as that. So, and if you're not one of my recipients of the Card Candy Challenge because you didn't stamp with me or you didn't shop with me last month, but you want to play, then I'm happy to send you a kit. And if you play and submit your challenge card to us to share, I will keep sending you the kits. So I'm happy to entice you to craft and share. So there's that. All right, now let me move on. Like I said, I also do a sketch challenge. So this is this month's sketch challenge. Okay, so it's a card base. It's got 3 elements in the front and a banner across the middle. Now you might see this as an open card like this, you know, where it's going to open and these are all going to be on one side, okay, like a barn fold. You might see it this way where it's just a flat card with different embellishments. So I'm going to show you a red and a green option that I went ahead and did. I'm still working on the note card size because again, those were the Card Candy kits I had put together. But then I have 3 samples of DSP, okay, and I've cut them all the same size. See, they're all the same size and they're all going to have a little bit of border on there. So let me just add some snail. To the back of all of those. So I'm going to put this one down. I'm going to put the poinsettia one down. And I'm going to put the red one down. Right? So I have a little bit of white framing all the way around. And then I've stamped the Merry Christmas in red. And I'm just going to put that down. I'm going to have this one go right across the middle. Just kind of center it top, down, left, right. Alright, and then on the envelope, the set comes with a poinsettia stamp, so in real red. I'll go ahead and stamp that. And there is one for our sketch. Now I'm going to do another one with the green, because I really love this shaded spruce. Have I said that before? I really love the shaded spruce color. So this is 3 options of the shaded spruce. Okay, here's the back side, just in case you're curious. And I'm going to get these put on. Okay, so I'm going to put my dark green on this end. Now there's no rhyme or reason. You can put them in any order you see fit. You could use 2 that are the same. I just happen to be using 3 that are different. But you could mix and match. You could use 2 that are the same on the ends and have a different one down the middle. Or you could do them all 3 the same if you wanted to. I just really liked showing off all these patterns. This is a nice way to do that. Okay, so there's that one. Now this, I could put it in here, or I could run it across. I think I'm going to run it across that way because I want that paper to really show. But instead of putting it across the middle this time, you can interpret these sketches any way you want. I'm going to put it down lower. Just going to put it down here at the bottom. Okay, and then I've got that envelope, and I'm going to come in with my tree again and just put one right there. So there's one for the sketch challenge in the green. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There's your introduction to this month's card candy and the sketch challenge. So I challenge you to go and create and play and have fun and share, share, share. And I can't wait to see what you do. So until next time, I appreciate you being with me, and all the information of what I did here on the video will be in next Tuesday's Show and Tell News, so don't forget to sign up for that. All right, all the links are below, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.